Hi there. For this month's workshop, we're going to be making our own flower pots and growing our own little flowers to welcome spring. So an easy way to do this is to take a sponge, and I'm not going to show you that part first. I got these paints. Sometimes you could get these paints free at paint stores. They're samples that people had made up and didn't use. And you take a sponge and you can just sponge. This is a terracotta pot. This is a 4-inch pot. All right. You can sponge right over the pot like that and just get a base coat. You're going to paint over it anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's just to get started, okay? Very easy to do, very easy to do. And then it will dry very quickly, dries very, very quickly. And then you can add some depth to it. You can add some, it's going to be textured a little bit using the sponge, but it's really the quickest way to do it. And I think it creates a really nice kind of atmosphere. All right. And I'm going to jump ahead to where I started on the other side. These are acrylics, and it's important that they're acrylic because they're waterproof, all right? And they'll last a long time. So I started on the other side here, and I did the dark blue, and then I went in and I did some green. Okay, and I'll carry that on with that too. But I did some green, and then you can go in with a brush and you can get more detail. You know, you can do all kinds of things like that. Little plants, birds, anything you want. You can even take a picture of your favorite flower and put it in there. But if you want to keep it simple, you can even take the other end of your brush and just do little dots. Little dots there, all around. All right. And make little flowers, all different little flowers in the field. You can play around with textures. You can do anything you want. I'm going to invent plants too. You don't have to stick with plants that you know. You can if you want to. And then you can go back in after and you can draw in the stems, you know. Okay. All right, and you can go right on through. And what you're going to do then is we're also going to have these bases. You make the base to kind of match. And you're going to have a little flower pot. Now you're ready to plant. Out here at Rice Creek, we have a huge compost pile, and I put compost in here and wet it down. And I'm going to put marigold seeds. These are collected from last year's flowers. Marigolds are not perennial, they're annual. So they need to seed themselves every year or be planted every year. If you come to the workshop, you'll have the option of marigolds or sunflowers. Sunflowers grow a lot more quickly, but they will have to be transplanted. They'll outgrow the pot. So very simply, once you have your planting medium in the pot, you simply create a little indent with your finger, about a 1/2 inch down, put the seeds in. And some of these will take and some of them may not. You just keep the plants that look the strongest, all right? And you'll know, okay? So there you go. We've got lots of marigolds sleeping in there. And in about 5 or 6 days, hopefully you'll start to see their little heads popping out of the soil. And you now have a little pot all complete, awaiting the growth of Mayflowers.